Hello and welcome at Model Kit Beginner. Hope you guys doing all well. And today we're gonna have a look at the Ford Transit MK2. Yes. Now this is a Italeri kit, or is it? Well, it is. Italeri sells it now. It is a kit which has a somewhat interesting history. We'll have a look at that just now. But in the meantime, what we're gonna do is tell you why I have this in the first place. I wouldn't have bought this myself, but my lovely wife bought it for me, so that's a very, very nice of her. She obviously likes the Ford Transit, and she does know that in a former life, when I was in a band with the name of Doc Brown, so you know how far we're going back now, we had a red Ford Transit, which we bought from a Turkish gentleman, and it was our band bus. It was a good band bus until the MOT ran out, and then that was the end of that, because it was so rusted underneath that you couldn't possibly have half a chance to get that through. But yeah, it was our Ford Transit, and we loved it, and it was a very, very nice little bus. So I like to build it as a Doc Brown mobile, and I certainly will do that once I get to it. But in the meantime, let's have a quick look at the history of this particular kit. I'll see you there. And here we are on Scalemates with the Ford Transit MK2 in 1224. Now if we scroll down, we can see this particular one is a 2016 edition. Has new decals. And we also can interestingly see that the first kit came out in 1984, which incidentally was also when the new grille and front section, kind of new front section of the Ford Transit, came out, the kind of last iteration, if you want so, of this particular shape. And so that's very interesting. So let's have a quick look at the first edition, which we find over here. And as you can see right here on top, it says Ford Promotional. So that's what it was. It was a promo kit. And I thought, well, maybe that is what I thought, because what I didn't find in this kit is an engine. It's a curbside. Yes, it is. The last one from SC was this particular Paris-Dakar Cannon van. Very, very nice. I like that a lot. And the last iteration then from Italeri, who took over in 1984 when the one which I bought was made, and the Ford Transit UK Police one was made. It was in 2017. The one which I have with the British Gas was 2016. But obviously, iconic vehicle, the Ford Transit, especially for me, part of my personal history. But what is in this box, Italeri kits? You know, one is always a bit skeptical. Well, let's wait and see. I'll see you down at the bench. So here we are with the Ford Transit MK2 from Italeri. See the model number, you see the scale, 1 to 24. Let's have a quick look at the size. You see he's done in completely white, just as an anonymous bus. A little bit more about the Ford Transit in general. See the model is 18.5 centimeters in length. On the sides, nothing interested, and then some promotional material on the back. And that's about it. So let's open this up and see what's in the box. Here we go. Right, we have instruction sheet. We have decals. Have a look at that just now. We also have a body. We have a couple of sprues. And we have what appears to be vinyl tires. And that's it. Done. Box empty. Right. So let's start with the instruction sheet. Here we are, Ford Transit MK2. Once again, explanation about the Ford Transit in 6 languages. Then here we have the Sprues color callouts right over here. Here you can check if everything is in the box. That would be this section. And then you start building. They personally start building with the suspension connected to the underside of the vehicle, drive shaft right over here, tank. So that's not molded in, that kind of stuff, so that's quite interesting. I haven't seen an exhaust. Oh no, there's the exhaust, also not molded in. So that's cool, not bad for a promo kit. Even with a separate interior, which you can paint separately, so that's cool. Here's the flap at the back. 1984, I don't think there were any barn doors available anymore. It was only the top hinged flap. Then here the inside cab bottom. Seats right over here. The driver's seat, obviously with me it was on the left, and the bench. And then at the back we had a bench which was more or less the same size, that there's not quite the full width of a bench. Obviously to make sure that we get everybody in, because the band was not only 2 or 3 people, we were 5. Right. Then we have the interior with the dashboard. I have a look just now if there are dashboard decals. It doesn't look it. Doesn't really look it, does it? Here's our steering wheel, correct positioning. Then the rear hatch looks like you can open that, so that's pretty cool. Put in the dashboard, then get everything married together. Then the 3-part and the 1-part bumper right over here. Front windscreen entered from the outside. Wipers, and then the front trim and the lights front and back. And then the call out for the decals. Not too many, as we have heard. I will not use any of those. But yeah, that's what's in the box. Pretty cool. Talking about decals, just fold this up here. Let's have a look at those. They are right over here. Right. Here we go. Right, here we are. Gas. There are decals for the dashboard, very nice. Stripes, which comes with British Gas. Then we have British Gas here on the side. Couple of Ford and Transit decals, which I will certainly love to use. And then obviously, unfortunately, no Munich, German Munich registration plate. That would have been great. There's a German one. So I maybe make my own registration plate. So I can't remember the registration in detail, but I know it was a Munich registration plate. Right. That looks fair enough. Those decals from Italeri, especially if they come from 2016, they are normally not too bad, so I don't foresee any problems there. Tires. Let's have a look at the tires next, shall we? Right. There are 5, so it's one for the spare tire as well, so that's pretty cool. Let's get nice and close so we can see what's going on. Here we go. It looks like they are branded. How about that? And they are Pirellis, obviously. Nothing but the best. I think in Germany they came out with Continentals. But yeah, they are branded on one side. Pirellis, pretty cool. Then we have the tread, which doesn't look bad. Seam in the middle, which we need to get rid of. And there are pretty stiff, so probably need to build your wheel around it. Right. Then let's start with the black sprues, which appear to be all in this particular bag. Let's just cut this open quickly. Here we go. Oh, and the glass one is here as well. So transparent parts are right over here. They look all right. Why do we have 2 rear side windows? Oh, do we have the side window here? All right, we look at the body. Maybe we can cut that out. So because I think ours did have a window there on the side. I'm sure it did. Yeah, you know, in the body part. So yeah, that would be good if we could cut that out. One of them the rear window, obviously. One of them possibly a side window. Then we have glass here for the lights and the door windows, and obviously the front window right over here. So yeah, we will check that out once we get to the body. Right, sprues, we have the bottom, which obviously is pretty featureless on that side. Then on this side, here we go, we have the frame. It's more or less what ours look like, just a lot more rusty. Right, then let's have a look here. Here is the exhaust, as we saw, some suspension parts, legs for the seats. This looks like the registration plate holders. Handbrake, we have shock absorbers in different forms. Here's the gear lever. Other suspension parts. Here are the wipers. No chrome. There's no chrome in this kit at all, which I actually appreciate. There shouldn't be. Then we have a look at the steering wheel. A bit simplified, but yeah, there it is. Yeah, look, that's not a highly detailed kit. It's a promo kit. We have found that out, so let's go with that. Here we have bumper again. I think ours was black. I don't know. Then the door panels right over here, and the seats. Here is the front grille, more seats, tank, some other parts right over here. Two different dashboards. Here we are, left or right hand. These are wheel covers. You have them there. There's the underside of the engine, so you can see underside of the gearbox and the oil pan right over here. Very nice. Second part of the tank. Here we have the suspension parts, quite simplified, but yeah, there it is. And obviously the rims right over here and the pedals. And yeah, this I think is where the gear wheel goes, steering wheel goes. And that is it. That's it for the black parts. We have a look at those. We have one sprue with white parts, which are, I would assume, mostly body parts of some description. Here we go. There you see we have the floor. We have the separator between the driver's cabin and the back cabin. We didn't have that in ours because we obviously wanted to talk to each other. Then the flap, rear flap, and the two doors. All looks clean enough. It's that hard Italeri plastic, which I'm not a fan of, but it is what it is. And then, last but certainly not least, we're getting to the body. Let's open this up here quickly. Oh, come on. Let's get the scissors out. Oh, well, let's get the scissors out. Here we go. Let's fiddle this out of here. We made it. Right, and here it is, the Ford Transit body as we know it. Bit of flash here in the air vents, so you need to attend to that. And otherwise, looks relatively clean. A couple of sharp edges, which you probably might want to go over a little bit. Right then, let's see, is there a window cut out? No, there isn't. There isn't. That is quite interesting. Right, just hold on. See if I see in the instruction manual where that window goes. Oh yeah, figured it out. So the window which I thought would go in the side, which where ours was, it was here in the door, actually goes on the separator between the driver's cabin and the loading section. That's what that does. So there's a huge piece of plastic there which you can hold on and spray paint it if you want to. Otherwise, you obviously would suggest to cut that down and clean them up. But molded in obviously are the hinges and the handlebar on both sides doors. That's quite something. I think we had a sliding door, if I remember correctly on that. I might be wrong here. No, we didn't have a sliding door. We had a door like that with a window, and it was on that side, on this side. So I guess we could sand that down and fill that. Let's see where we are at the time. Right, because we certainly only had one door, that's for sure. Here, nice position holes for mirror, etc. Otherwise, not bad at all. No, really not bad. I mean, for a promo kit, not bad at all. So you can make it whatever you want. If you have been, or are a firefighter, you can make it a firefighting vehicle. If you're with the police, you can make it a police vehicle. If you work in any sort of job where these kind of vans were prevalent, be it a plumber or a carpenter or whatever, you can make it that. You can make whatever you want. It's a nice blank canvas. So obviously if you're not particularly connected to British gas, you probably would like to make it something else than what they have on the box here itself. Anyway, let's go up back to me and we will have some final thoughts. Yeah, here we are back upstairs, and we had a look at these Ford Transit MK2 from the fine folks over at Italeri. It is a simple kit. For a promo kit, not bad at all, and you can certainly build a nice Ford Transit, and as I said, it's a blank canvas, and you can just as well use it to make out of it whatever you want, as I said, depending what memories you have, if you have any memories with any of these Ford Transits like me. Well, thanks very much for popping in, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. You guys have a lovely day and week further, and greetings from Cape Town. Cheers.